Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. I'm your host Lord Fenton. Today's Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition video, we're going to do two things. Number one, we're going to do the Scarecrow fight, and number two, we're going to finish Ifan Deathfog's storyline in Reaper's Coast. Yeah, his storyline for that. As always, like, comment, and subscribe my channel for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you update my content and more. Now, I was about to do the cheap method of going towards the paladin route. Well, during halfway through the battle, I realized my heal spells were the key to victory. Also, before I started the battle, during conversation, I had Loesch casting Magic Shell, my main guy. So basically, everybody survived, and I cheesed the entire encounter. Yeah, heal spells actually did it. Well, they were undead, so it's actual tactic. If you can't defeat them with fire, go ahead and use healing magic, because that's kind of like the ultimate weapon against the dead. So what I'm doing right now is separating everybody and setting up the kill zone. Now, at one point, I kept on getting Sebelle in and out of combat, so this way her heal spell keeps on coming back and forth. Yeah, it was a cheap method, but Sebelle has a whole lot of movement, so I might as well use that to my advantage. So yeah, I choose some of this in a way that was really fun and worth it. So if you want to use my strategy, go ahead. I'll put timestamps in the videos for that. So I'm going to start this speech and then this big battle.
Everything grows here, tall and strong. Join us. Dear child, you sacrifice too much. You need peace, rest. Come here and stay with me a while.
A great pounding suddenly erupts in your chest. Your inner god roars and bellows, an incoherent, maddening cacophony.
It is awful how he treats you. He asks so much and gives so little in return. I am the only one who cares. He will say otherwise. He always does. And in the end, he'll betray you. Don't play his game. Think of yourself. Rest here. The sun is golden. No one will bother you. This moment can last forever, if you let it.
A sudden weariness washes over, bone deep and as irresistible as a strong current. The fatigue ebbs away, then surges back.
Shh, don't fight it. This is how it's supposed to be. Sleep now. When you wake, it will be in a new world, a beautiful world. I only wanted to give you rest, not pain. Now, I leave you to my children. They are many. They are impatient. They lack my gentle touch. I am sorry, truly.
Deathfog.
Now, those scarecrows were linked to 3 altars. After the 3rd altar, you kind of figure out, and I think it was the classic edition, from what I heard, that it led to these scarecrows. Also, in the, I think it was the classic edition, you talk to scarecrows, it led you to the 3 altars. The Definitive edition, they kind of made it unmarked, unfortunately. Still, I'm just going to go ahead, check the bodies, then afterwards, I'm going to show previously a video I didn't put on YouTube till now. You see, I discovered a step in Wrecker's Cave where you actually get advancing an Ifan Deathfog story. It's really well worth to do. Plus, if you do it right, you get Ifan's attitude towards you really high. I mean, it is really high. Oh wow, domination is really nice. I got rid of that barrage stuff. I didn't need it for now. Maybe later on in the game I will. Probably use it against a boss. I put Loesch with that healing spray. That was pretty good. Just like a nice spray to heal people. It doesn't go against undead. And let's see. I'm trying to look. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get my main character armor. Yeah, so this way he'll get physical armor too. He'll buff up, attack, become a powerhouse, and a mean tank that's dangerous. I think that's it. Oh, let me get rid of her, put Gagor back on. That's all set up. So from here on out, it's a whole bunch of stories. So if you notice a little bit of experience bar going the other way, well, I went back on a save and show a spot where it was at. So I'll show everybody where it's at exactly. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and skip ahead towards this. Now in the Wrecker's Cave, this is where one of your characters got dropped off at. So here's what happens. What I'm going to do is have everybody together, and then I'm going to speak to this dwarf. Now, at some point, you got the option of you speaking to a dwarf, or Ifan's going to speak to a dwarf. Let Ifan do it. And then afterwards, you could console him whatever way you want. Now, if you're a female character, yeah, you could try to be more romantic with Ifan. Other than that, this is a very crucial step, because after that, I'm going to return to the NPC we saved from the Magisters. I mentioned that in that video, but here is the map where you want to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in the flag. Yeah, this is where you want to be in the Wrecker's Cave, the drop-off area from the Voidwoken stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and initiate the dialogue.
As you approach the dwarven scientist, Ifan pulls you aside.
I recognize the device on the table there. I need to talk to her, now.
You see Ifan in earnest conversation with the dwarven woman. All of a sudden, he pales and staggers backwards. The woman laughs, a tinkling sound like glass smashing on a stone floor.
Ha! You thought that was a rift portal? Lord, no, it's nothing of the sort. It's a special device that carries only a very special cargo. Specifically, Deathfog.
No. No. Lucian would never...
Ifan freezes with resolve, and a cold anger emanates from him. In one fluid move, he steps close to her, knife point to throat. Without a flicker of fear on her face, she smirks arrogantly back at him.
I wouldn't go there if I were you. I work directly for Queen Justinia, and she doesn't take kindly to meddlers. And to be honest, I've reached the end of my tether with what I can do here. So, if you want to harass somebody, hang on. Hannag, the original creator, should arrive here from Paradise Downs any day now.
Ifan whips away his blade and walks off. A single bead of crimson blossoms at the scientist's throat. She glares after his receding form before turning back to her work. Ifan's anger rolls off him in waves. You can feel it. He stands, fists clenched, staring at the ground. He shrugs off your touch and turns from you, eyes wet.
Just give me a minute. Seven be damned! I just found out something terrible. Something I did. Back in the war, Lucian himself handed me a device. He said it was a rift portal to save the elves. So I raced there, faster than I've ever done anything. But it wasn't a rift portal at all. It was a device designed to deliver massive quantities of Deathfog. I can't believe that Lucian would do that. To lie to me? To use me? I ran. I tried. And all along, the annihilation of the elves was in my hands. He must have been set up. But could Lucian do this? No, it's not possible. I intend to dig up answers by any means necessary. The creator of the device, Hannag, she's still out there. We'll find her. And when we do, I'll make sure she answers any question we care to throw at her.
Well, that's it for Deathfog part. Now we get pointed to the right direction. Very simple. Get out of the Wrecker's Cave and go to Closterwood. So I'm going to go ahead and skip towards that. Now I'm at Closterwood waypoint. Now the next thing is going to be exactly the same thing. Let Ifan talk, and then you'll have a choice to let her either live or die. If you try to kill her, it looks like you're probably getting a combat. I advise against combat. Instead, go ahead and let her live. Afterwards, speak to Ifan. So I'm going to go ahead and start this thing.
As magical energy crackles between the sorcerer's fingertips, Ifan turns to you. His mouth is set in a resolute line, but you can see anger blazing in his eyes.
This is the one who crafted the Deathfog device. This is her. I have questions that need answers. You made the Deathfog that annihilated the elves. Who do you work for? How did you trick Lucian?
Ifan stalks forward and grips the sorcerer by the throat, lifting her clean off the ground. She sputters and chokes, eyes bulging and hands flailing as he squeezes her neck tighter and tighter. As she gasps for breath, he shakes her.
Why? Why did you trick Lucian by giving him a bomb instead of a portal?
The sorcerer casts a look of mingled terror and confusion at Ifan. He releases his grip slightly, allowing her to stand once more.
What? I just made the device the Divine himself ordered, I swear. And as for using it, that was all Lucian and Alexander. I was there. Lucian knew exactly what he was doing.
Ifan turns white and drops the sorcerer to the ground completely. In all your adventures together, you've never seen him so shaken.
Her complicity in the deaths of thousands has earned her own many times over. But it's not right for me to take the final cut.
He turns to you with defeat in his eyes, and all the sorrows of the world weighing on his shoulders.
She was a soldier following orders, just like me. Let her live with the torment of her actions, just as I have to.
The sorcerer nods a grateful smile at you, picking herself up from the ground and backing away from Ifan.
Thanks for standing with me back there. She disgusts me. What kind of person would knowingly craft something like that? Lucian knew that if he asked me to deliver the Deathfog, I would have refused, point blank. That's why he lied to me. What kind of person doesn't need the lie? What kind of person does the lying? Well, the consequences caught up with him. The consequences of Lucian's actions caught up with all of us. The Divine cared nothing for me, or for the elves. I was just a pawn. If Alexander still lives, that son of the Void's going to wish I truly killed him the first time.
Ifan sighs and glances across at you ruefully. He opens and closes his mouth several times before speaking.
You know, I was fit to kill Hannag, but truth be told, she's not much worse than I am. And yet, you accept me. Your friendship means a lot.
He smiles at you and claps your back in return.
Onwards.
Now, because I console Ifan, well, if you're female, then yeah, be more romantic. His attitude towards me is 95. That's very high, very good. So let me give a recap of today's video. I defeated the Scarecrows without any paladins. Used something called healing spells. Complete Ifan Deathfog storyline in Reaper's Coast. In our next video, I am going to be doing a Taste of Freedom, just to try to get to level 13. Well, this is it for my Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition Chapter 4 Reaper's Coast Scarecrow Fight and Ifan Deathfog video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more Divinity Original Sin 2 content like this. If you do like what you see, check out the upper right hand corner videos for my suggestion, on the lower right hand corner for a video suggestion from YouTube. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful day or night.